Okay, kids, gather around. I just now got fun today. This is one of the best days as an American of my life. President Trump announces that the Attorney General is going to be Matt Gaetz. Now, the first thing that happened is I get a call, and it's Q. It's Quentin from Truthville, USA calling me. And we howled laughing, just loving the country, loving Trump, loving this week. It's probably the best political week of my life. Just because, and I don't want to get into the sick burn and all that stuff, but it really is like the left will tell you how good Trump's decision is. The farther left they are, and the more psycho they go over his appointments, in this case, Matt Gaetz, for Attorney General. That is, he'll be taking Merrick Garland's place. Okay. That tells you how good it is. The worse the left flips out, the evil people, the dark, mean, evil people. I'm talking about Jack Smith, Christopher Wray, Merrick Garland, Jamie Raskin, Liz Cheney. The darker they are, the bigger the flip out on it. Let's watch.
Another Trump appointment, and this is one that is probably going to surprise a lot of people because he was not on any of the lists, or maybe this is the person he had in mind all along, but he has now nominated Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz as Attorney General of the United States.
Oh, by the way, welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. I'm Doug TenNapel. That's another Florida pick. See, the more people that he picks from Florida, those are all safe seats. He doesn't have to worry about them having to get rerun. So he can just easily replace them with other Republicans. You can't really pull from Democrat states or Democrat districts, or they'll get replaced with a Democrat and then you lose their power. So we can lose Matt Gaetz. It's a safe seat in Florida. Now, you guys have been following my channel and my career, and we have been complaining about the dark, evil state, how corrupt the FBI got, how corrupt the Department of Justice got, how corrupt even the Department of Homeland Security with Mayorkas got, how they've been spying on American citizens. We're going like, who is going to fix this? Trump just put together a team with Tulsi Gabbard, with Department of Government Efficiency, with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. They're going to shrink the government by like a third. Like that already is going to cut down our budget because we're about to go into a full-blown economic meltdown. They're going to save the world, guys. This is our one shot. And I'm really rooting for Matt Gaetz. I hope he's very measured. I hope he's very sober. But so far, all the right people are freaking out. Here's MSNBC.
Well, Katie, I've gotten two different texts from different people at the Justice Department who just used the word insane to respond and react to this potential appointment.
Now, what you want is someone at the Justice Department to tell him that it's insane. That's what you want from a corrupt department like the Justice Department. The same people that applauded and voted for Merrick Garland and said, yay, you come in. You want them, whoever you pick, so long as they say that the pick is insane, that's what you want.
And then also questioning whether Matt Gaetz can be confirmed.
And now they're going to try not to confirm him. Trump, there's a lot of tricks they can do to put together a recess, what's called a recess appointment, like where they can dismiss the House and the Senate or something like that, and then bring them back in for an emergency appointment, and all of Trump's people get in. I don't know what it is. There are all these weird procedures. Anyways, we don't need to get into that till the time comes. But I only know that there's already a list going around of the number of Republicans who voted for Merrick Garland's confirmation. They're going to be pressuring all of them to confirm Matt Gaetz. Okay? Because if they would do Merrick Garland, who's a criminal, and they would not prove Matt Gaetz, the voters are going to want to know why.
And one person asked me to research whether anyone had ever been nominated for the post of Attorney General who had been investigated by the Justice Department. We'll have to look into that, but my initial reading is that I can't think of any time that's ever happened in American history.
And they wouldn't be MSNBC if they weren't scumbag enough to bring up that investigation of Matt Gaetz where he allegedly did something with an underage prostitute, and they called it something trafficking. That's all. But it was largely a witch hunt, largely a made-up charge to persecute him and break up his family. Again, part of the corrupt Department of Justice did that.
And not only was Gaetz investigated and not charged, we should point out, in a sex trafficking investigation.
Not charged, but they'll bring it up so that the name sticks in your head. That's MSNBC doing their job. And it's why I'm happy to see Matt Gaetz in that position. I support him. We pray for him. I cheer for him. I root for him. Again, I want him to be as sober and judicious as possible in this job. I don't want him to go all nuts, but I definitely want him to bring justice to Merrick Garland.
But he has been perhaps among the top 5 most vociferous critics of the FBI and the Justice Department, and not just critics, but accusing them of being corrupt and weaponized and unethical at every single congressional hearing that ever, anytime he's on the Judiciary Committee, and anytime Chris Wray, the FBI director, or Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, or other lower officials have gone before that committee, you could count on Matt Gaetz taking aim at them in very extreme language.
Extreme language because he's just describing what they do. See, I want someone who finally represents us and what we think. I want him in there. And so they're upset that he's the only one who really bravely, he and Thomas Massie really bravely came out and with great love of justice and love of the law and love of truth, accused and asked Merrick Garland, what the heck are you doing?
And accusing them of unethical and corrupt behavior. And so, look, I was over at the Justice Department earlier today doing some reporting on this question of how are career officials responding to this election result. What do they plan to do? There is no plan for a mass exodus.
So the career officials are not planning to leave yet, but they will. They're going to leave one way or another. They're going to do the deepest gutting, and it needs to be deep, or you cannot reform these corrupt, nearly permanent corrupt institutions that are able to coordinate with the White House to take out a political opponent. Let's be clear on what they did. This department, what I'm accusing them of is being anti-democracy, anti-America, anti-Constitution, anti-your vote and mine. And we can't vote them in and out of office. All we can do is vote a president in to appoint someone else. And that's what we're doing.
But this kind of appointment is really striking fear and trepidation in the hearts of the career civil servants over there, because what they revere above all is respect for the law and procedure and norms.
Well, if they actually revered the law and procedures, they'd have nothing to worry about. The fact that they're scared is because they're guilty. You know, there's some guy over there, he's a paper pusher. He kept his nose down. He didn't do anything wrong. That guy's going to sleep like a baby. It's the corrupt, the ones who are scrubbing their emails right now and burning up servers and having exit plans going, what are we going to do? Who got involved in the Get Trump campaign. They're the ones who are scared. And you should be scared.
And look, we can't prejudge. I mean, Matt Gaetz may become a different person if he gets confirmed as Attorney General. But what he's shown so far as a member of Congress is disdain for the Department of Justice.
We can't prejudge. Maybe he'll become a different person. Screw you. How dare you? I should say, not how dare you. I should say, who cares? And I'm happy you think that. And I'm laughing at you, MSNBC. Maybe you'll become something different and be a competent news channel. I'm Doug TenNapel, and you're in exile.